So with that, thank you for coming to Dreamstyle Remodeling in the showroom. Please do not jump in the hot tubs. I know it's tempting. Don't do it. Please don't. We'll get started off with the acting president of the university, President Chapki Abdallah, to get us started.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you all for being here. I think there's something to be said about our new UNM tagline, which is each of us defines all of us. Larry grew up and was raised in Albuquerque. He went to the games at UNM as a kid. He went to school at UNM. And now he's got this amazing business that brings economic value to Albuquerque, and he's giving back from his resources to what he loves, to his school, not just to athletics. He's giving back to the University of New Mexico. What he has done is truly an example of dreaming big and dreaming in style and achieving those dreams. And he's now trying to impact that next generation of dreams to make UNM and Albuquerque as great as it can be. This is the largest gift to athletics at the University of New Mexico, and Paul Krebs is going to describe to you the agreement and the specifics of that. But I want to thank you, Larry, and everybody on the team of Dreamstyle for your generous contribution to the University of New Mexico. Thank you.
As President Abdallah said, this is an historic day for not only the athletics department, but for the university. And I want to welcome everybody. And Larry, thank you for your generosity. I am honored, I'm humbled to announce a $10 million gift, a $10 million gift agreement between the University of New Mexico and Larry Chavez Dreamstyle Remodeling to name the football stadium Dreamstyle Stadium and to name the pit Dreamstyle Arena. As the president and I just said, it not only is it the largest gift to athletics, but I think significantly there's also a gift component to other areas of the university. And I think one of the real attributes of a strong, vibrant athletic department is that we can create opportunities to engage people in other areas of the university. And part of the gift includes support for Popejoy, for the Anderson School, and for UNM Children's Hospital. So it's a significant gift not only to athletics, but to the entire university. Some of the details, as I said, $10 million over 10 years, $1 million up front, $9 million of the $10 million for athletics, $1 million distributed between Popejoy, Anderson, and UNM Children's Hospital, and it breaks out to $800,000 a year for athletics and $100,000 a year for the university. You know, how did we get to this point? From my perspective, it's pretty simple. A huge amount of credit needs to go to Coach Davey and our football program. For the last year, Larry Jr. have been intimately involved and supportive of our football program. Not only Coach Davey, but Brian Despain has spent a lot of time as Dreamstyle Remodeling was involved in remodeling our football offices. I think a tremendous relationship developed between Coach and our football program and Larry Jr. And I think there are a lot of similarities. Larry's a self-made man, born in Springer, UNM grad. If you look at the job that Coach Davey has done rebuilding our football program from the foundation up, step by step, making our football program something special, I think Larry's done the same thing with his business. So really excited about this gift. And there's one other person that needs to be recognized, and that's Jalen Dominguez. Jalen is a foundation employee. He is, I want to be very clear about that. His title that he carries in athletics is Assistant Athletic Director for Development. But in addition to Brian and Coach Davey, Jalen has spent a lot of time with Larry and really cultivated and stewarded this gift to its fruition. So really want to appreciate Jalen, and he's here, right in front of me. So. Larry, on behalf of all Lobo fans, I want to thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your support. You and Dreamstyle Remodeling have done something special, not only for athletics, but for our entire university. And I think it sends a message to all New Mexicans. And we're all going to benefit from this generosity. So thank you very much. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Coach Bob Beatty.
Tell you what, today is a great day to remodel. And if any of you are thinking about that, I have the perfect company, Dreamstyle. But you know, seriously, you know, I've seen the release that you're going to get, and I think there's such a temptation, particularly in these economic stress times, to go maybe immediately to the back page, to look at all the details, to look at the dollars and cents, how it's going to be divided, who's going to be gained. But for me today, today's the day to really celebrate and really appreciate the big picture, the bigger picture of what's happening. It's much more than dollar and cents. Today is a lifetime achievement, a once-in-a-lifetime achievement for Larry, his family, and this company. And Larry, I just want to take one moment to thank you and also to congratulate you. I know how much you've invested in this to this point to get to this point, so congratulations. This is a great story, and it's one that resonates with me. Quite honestly, it's one that motivates me as we continue to build our program. You know, since the moment I walked in, if you've been around us, we've talked about building a brand every day. From a brand where there was no brand, or maybe there was a negative brand, to trying to build a brand every day. Build the brand, build the brand, build the brand. And once you start to build it, protect us, protect the brand. And today is a real-life example of how Larry and Joyce built their brand. You know, it's been talked about, and Larry told me in 1960, he snuck in, those details have kind of been changed a little bit, but he told me, he snuck into University Stadium, the first football game ever played in University Stadium. Now today, he's putting his name on it. And Larry, I want you to know officially you're off the hook for repaying that cost of that ticket. Also, he sold soft drinks in the stadium as a young guy growing up. Then in 1989, after several setbacks, he and Joyce started a family remodeling business. And in 2017, here's where we are. I mean, look at this place. Look at this place. And he has businesses in Boise. By the way, we grew up there on Thursday night, as you know. San Diego, Phoenix, Tucson, northern Arizona. He employs over 500 people. But to me, to put this in perspective, if you went across this entire country today, the entire country, how few people could do what Larry Chavez is doing today. And then you take that small percentage of those people across the country that could do it. What even a smaller percentage of people that would do it. And this is unbelievable. He showed me, probably why I'm a little bit sweaty on the brow, he showed me a $1 million check right there that he's handing over to the University of New Mexico here in a minute. That is unbelievable. I also think how this started says so much about Larry and Larry Jr. and the family. And Larry, it means more to me than I'll ever be able to tell you, because I've never been one to go out and ask. I've never been one to put people on the spot. I've never been the one to go out and play the whole PR game. I've chosen to methodically just try to do it and let our actions speak for themselves. And I'll let Larry tell the story, but how I remember it, Larry came to us in June. Came to us and said, "Coach, I've been watching from a distance here. And I don't think you guys are getting the type of support you deserve. And to get to the point where I think you can get, you need more support." And then Larry and I met, and we sat down. One of the first things we talked about was building the brand. Building the brand. One of the second things we talked about was how much football, specifically football, but athletics overall, can do for a university and do for a community if done right. The third thing we talked about was potentially football could be the solution. And it's time to quit talking about football being the problem. And it was amazing. I remember in June this conversation, I remember thinking about this. Here's someone that grew up in Pittsburgh. My wife grew up in Pittsburgh. I've coached all over the country. Here's someone born in Springer, New Mexico, from New Mexico, who now has businesses all over the country. But how there was one common vision. There was one common vision and one main thing, and that was to make UNM the very best we could make UNM and raise the bar. I said that this is motivating for me. I hope it's motivating for others. I'm totally aware that not many can make a financial contribution. But I know that most can buy tickets to athletic events. And maybe even more importantly, for those that can't buy tickets to athletic events, to support the program, to support all the programs and be positive and think about athletics again as the solution. I do need to mention a couple people. Jalen Dominguez, I've been around. Where is Jalen? I've been around a lot of talented people. I've been around a lot of talented people through this journey. This guy's going to be the superstar. He's humble. And he shows true appreciation. True appreciation for what Larry's done. And he is your biggest protector. I will tell you that right now, Larry. He watches out for you. And also Brian Despain, our Director of Football Operations. As you know, Larry already stepped in after that first conversation in June and remodeled our football office through the fall, right through the season. And Brian and Larry Jr. Developed a heck of a relationship. So Larry, in closing, I want to thank you. I want to congratulate you on what really to me is a lifetime achievement. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a standing ovation here for Mr. Larry Chavez.
Well, this truly is a dream come true. And I hope I can get through my remarks, okay? But first, certainly I appreciate the recognition and your applause and so forth, but just like Coach Davies' team on the field, we can't do it without being a team. And what we've accomplished in building this business and being able to return to our community has been as a result of the great team that we've put together. And I'd like to take just a couple of minutes and introduce first our executive team. With first my wife, Joyce Hitchner. She's a co-founder of the company. We started this company with her $500 limit credit card. Don Dewey, our marketing director, University of New Mexico Anderson School grad. Kelly Linfoot, who handles our consumer financing and is my primary assistant in all the tough stuff that comes along. In fact, I'm her assistant in all the tough stuff that comes along. And then my son, Larry Jr. So this is the upper level management team that handles all of our locations, and everything that we do is directed by this team. I'd also like to introduce our marketing team, who is here today. Jay Shaw, UNM Anderson School graduate and current in the master's program. Kirsten here, who is in UNM intern with us. Emma Sendelaire is here somewhere, UNM intern in our marketing department. And then I think we have here Adrian Lopez and Austin Orozco, who worked their way through UNM knocking on doors for us and are now important parts of our sales and marketing team. So this is a very much UNM-driven operation. We're very proud of that. So I've been asked many times, and Coach alluded to it, as to my connection with UNM and my motivation and so forth, so I'll spend just a few minutes on that. It goes way back as far as I can remember in my childhood. My dad taking me to basketball games at Carlisle Gym. I don't know how many of you know what Carlisle Gym is, but that was the predecessor to Johnson Gym back in the 40s and 50s. So I think I was 5 or 6 years old when we started going to UNM basketball games. And then that, of course, was succeeded by Johnson Gym, and I had the great opportunity to play on a state championship basketball team at Valley High, and then, of course, the pit after that. And it's true, we watched, the neighborhood kids, we watched that game in September 1960, the first half through the fence. And then when we had a shot at it and somebody wasn't looking, we got in and watched the rest of that game from the top of the concourse. And I remember that like it was yesterday. I went home that night and dreamt of being a Lobo. I didn't quite get on the field, but I'm certainly a Lobo in heart and soul. So, as Coach indicated, I went on to my first job of selling sodas in the stands there. I later sold sodas at Pinley Field, the Dukes, got promoted to the concession stand, ended my career in charge of the popcorn department. So, but first and foremost, we wouldn't be here without the 60,000 customers that we have, 30,000 of them here in New Mexico, and that grows daily. The trust that they've had in us, the investment that they've made in our products and our installation has been really what drives this, along with our management team and our staff. So it's just a team effort of our team, our customers, and our many vendors and our bank and people that have supported this company from the very beginning. So I really appreciate them, and I really appreciate applause for that whole team. So my primary objective in what we did at the football stadium when we're wrapping that up, that turned out to be a $250,000 project. We donated $150,000 of materials and labor for that. Rick Gallus donated $50,000. Chet Stewart and Keith Wilson donated the rest, and so that certainly was a team effort. We're wrapping that project up, and I think it's turned out to be very successful. It's done a great deal for the morale and enthusiasm of the coaches, the players, and anybody associated with the program. So with that, I thank you. I thank the state of New Mexico. You know, the university is very, very important to, well, first, the athletic department is important to the university. The university is very important to our community, and that's important to all of us. So thank you very much. It's a great honor for our company to have made this accomplishment. It'll be many, many years from now. Someone asked me if we'll sustain this for a long time, and I told them that I've got a 4-year-old granddaughter that 25 years from now will be writing the checks to you on him.